Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back. Old Fish on Forte at it again. Trying to get Fin Chaser ready. I think she's pretty much good to go, but we're still working on this trailer. Like what I have here is the Kodiak brake kit. This all came as one kit. So you get the mounting brackets, you get 2 stainless steel calipers, you get the rotors, stainless steel, and you get the hardware to mount the calipers onto the mounting brackets. That's what we have with the kit. So let's go ahead and get ready to install this stuff on the trailer for Fin Chaser. All right, first thing we need to do is bust off these lug nuts here. Let's go ahead and knock that out. I loosened them up already, so it should be pretty easy to get off. Got the tire off. Now what I'm going to do now is just put my breaker bar in between here, take my hub cover off. These are our Vortex hubs, so I got to take this cover off and take off the nut inside here so I can slide this assembly off to put the bracket on the back. All right everybody, let's go ahead and take that hub off. Gotta get you some, well, at least for this anyway, you gotta get you some big adjustable wrenches. Make sure I put this over here to protect it. And there we go. Well, guess I gotta loosen it up a little bit more than that, I guess. Let's adjust it one more. That way my grip is a little bit better. There we go. And put my breaker bar in there. Just like so. Alright, now we gotta bend that pin back so we can take that cotter pin out and take that nut off. Alright, let's go ahead and take this pin out. Guess I can push it down. There you go. There's your cotter pin. Now we're going to take this bolt off. I'm sorry, not a bolt. We're going to take this nut off. Okay, you know what? Let me go get something to put that on. I'll be right back. Okay. Got a couple of pieces of from jig here. This wind is blowing. So let's put it inside there for right now. Now this hub will slide right off, but you got to be mindful that you don't drop anything, because I don't want this to get dirty. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of this over the front and slide everything off like so, just like that. Okay, then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to tuck it in the back so no dirt or debris will get in the back. That way when I set this down, I'm good to go. Okay, so just set that on that towel with the paper towel up under it and with the paper towel on top so nothing to get on it. So now we can see my my spindle. That looks good. Everything looks good on here. Now I'm gonna try to install the bracket for the Kodiak brakes. Unfortunately, these holes right here hadn't been used in a long time, because I took my brakes off a long time ago. I have to go get that. But now that I'm putting on brakes to make these long hauls, I'm gonna have to tap and die this in order to make the holes like that, so I can get the bolts on. One thing about the Kodiak kit that I got, it didn't come with the bolts to secure the bracket. So what I had to do is use the tie down bolts, because that's what I had. You know, tie down trailer bolts, because I have brackets for that as well, and I'm using those bolts to go in these holes. But I'm gonna of course put me some anti-seize on there, and I'm gonna spray them down with some shark hide too, to hopefully that'll prevent them from rusting out so bad, until I'm able to replace them with some stainless steel or something. All right, we'll get back to you. All right, everybody, I'm tapping these two screw holes out. The thing is, the wrench that I use for this, I'm not able to connect it very good here in order to turn it. So what I have is a little 6mm wrench here. Now the only thing about when you do stuff like this, you have to make sure it is straight. And what I'm doing is I'm spraying WD-40 in there. I'm making a couple of turns forward, making a couple of turns backwards, a couple of turns forward, and I'm doing that as this tap or die, whatever you want to call it, goes further and further in. You don't want to just go all the way in, because the shaving's going to get caught in these grooves right here. You want to go in a little bit, come back out, go in a little bit, spray some WD-40 in there. Try to keep it nice and clean, and you don't want it to bind up. You don't want this to get crooked, and you don't want the shavings to pile up on there neither. So all I'm doing is just like so. Just make sure it's straight and just twisting it in. As you can see, I've already started, so I can do that part by hand, but I'm just twisting a little bit, and you can feel it when it starts getting tight. Right now it's pretty easy to turn, but this is what happens when you take your brakes off, and then you're putting your trailer in and out of salt water. You know, this kind of stuff builds up, so you end up having to work on it later, like I'm doing. Okay, see, now it's tight. See, that was about what, 3/4 turns. So what I'm going to do now is back it out. As you can see, I can turn it with my hand a little bit, but you just keep doing this. You're gonna have to take your time and make sure that you're doing it straight. You know, keep your tool straight. Well, you're gonna have to keep doing this a little bit to get that to work. As you can see all that gunk and stuff in there. That's pretty nasty. So I'm gonna do is spray some WD-40 in there again and clean this off and continue doing what I'm doing. Got the bracket on. As you can see, one of my bolts broke from me over torquing, so I'm gonna have to take that out and repair it. But remember how I tapped this one with the die? That fit perfect. This one I didn't go with the tap far enough in, so it ended up binding up, and I torqued it to the point that it broke off. But we got a couple of them in there. We're gonna repair this, and then we'll get to putting the hub on and the caliper on. All right. Fix that lug nut in the back. I mean, not lug nut, but that broken nut in the back. And we got this on. The nut was easy to get out. The broken bolt, I just grabbed it with some vice grips and twisted it out. It came out with little difficulty, but excuse me, with a little difficulty, but no, not much. Now you can see I got the stainless steel calipers. I got the stainless steel rotors. I got the stainless steel mounting plate. So we're gonna put this tire back on, and then we'll go over to the other side.
Driver, we run road. Any cab driver, we run road.